Another thing is the quality of the product. Like I said, we need information on this first. We don't know whether, based off what we know already, whether a lot of these cards are going to be jank or whether they're going to be high value. So once spoiler season starts, then I will make another video on this, outlining my thoughts and feelings on the entire set, and whether, going back to look at this video, whether it was worth it or not. Looking at it right now, I don't want to make a judge call, but if they're going to charge $300, by the way, as of the recording of this, it has shot up to $400 because the pre-orders have sold out, which is a big deal. So it means that this set could only go more and more up unless they print more of this set. It's just going to keep climbing, and once it reaches, once all the spoilers come out, I'll look over it, and if it was originally worth its value of 300, I'll say that probably, but if it goes any higher than that, I would say it's probably not worth it. And then the final point that everybody has sort of been arguing is this is a game, people should have access to all these cards, and it's true, this is a game, people need access to their cards, but with the spoilers that we've already had, apart from Mana Crypt, they're all cards that are niche in their own little decks. And with the box toppers, it gives you that incentive to collect those type of box toppers. But if they're just doing the original artworks, I do agree to an extent that these cards should be a bit more accessible and not expensive to get. If they're variant artworks, they should be collector's items. They should be worth a bit of money to collect. However, standard cards that are just the original artwork, just put into a new set, I agree should be a lot cheaper than this and should be a lot more accessible to the public. Fetch lands was one of the main things I think should be reprinted at least once every other year, just to try and get more of them in the market. And to be fair, they will sell if they were put into like the Commander precons, which is what I think they should be putting into the Commander precons, is things like the fetch lands, the shock lands, and things like that, because they are staples in Commander that need to be put in. Yes, Soul Ring's good, but you know, there's a load of Soul Rings already on the market. They're worth £2 or £3, and if you put loads of the shock lands and the fetch lands, they might not be worth maybe the £3 or £4. They might be worth 5 to 10, but they'll still hold their value. And that's where I think the biggest disconnect is with Wizards of the Coast, is like they're selling this these cards that are really should be available to everybody for a high price, and it's not fair on the community. For the investors, yes, it is big money for them. They can make a lot of money from those cards. But for players who want the cards to play in Modern, Legacy, Vintage, Pioneer, you know, they should be accessible to them, and they should be deck building essentials, not an entry point for people to actually get into the competitive side of things. But that's my thoughts and feelings on it. So my overall thoughts and feelings on Double Masters. I think it's a cool concept. The price, I want to wait and see. The VIP edition, which was announced, which is currently on some sites priced at $100. I think someone was saying there was one version that was like $40. I don't know. I haven't seen that one, but I've seen the $100 version. And if people want to pay $100 for a product, let them go ahead. But I don't want it to become a staple where they start upping the prices and then make them equivalent to that price. I don't ever think they'll ever go that route either, because I think they know fine rightly if they were to price things at that price, no one would ever buy them, unless they're wanting to push people out of the physical card game. But I doubt they'll want to do that either, because they're making so much. They make so much product, they make a lot of money off this game. But yeah, my thoughts on the VIP edition: if people buy it, they buy it. I don't like the pricing of it. I don't like the product as a whole, but I'm not buying it. If I do buy it, it'll be like for a special anniversary thing or something like that. You know, it'll be like a really rare occurrence if I ever get one of them things. But yeah, that's my thoughts and feelings on it, guys. Please give a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.